Metalheads, welcome to another YouTube video, and I'm here to give y'all my August 2019 CD collection. So let's go ahead and get started, and this video might be a little bit long. I'll try not to make it too long. I'll just have to wait and see. But other than that, let's go ahead and begin with my first one that I'm going to show y'all. Okay, this is Storm the Gates of Hell by Demon Hunter, and when I bought it online, I didn't know it was the special edition, but when I received it in the mail, I just opened it up like this, and I did this, and I looked on the disc or whatever, and it said special edition, and then well, I actually think I looked at the back of it first with the track listing, and then I looked inside or whatever. But yeah, this is a really good album. I definitely think it's one of the best Demon Hunter albums that Demon Hunter has ever released, because it's that good. It's that great of an album. It really is. I think it should be top 3 Demon Hunter albums within the top 3 Demon Hunter albums, because to me, it's a really great album, and I think it's one of their best that they ever put out. Which I will have another Demon Hunter album to show y'all sometime within this video. So next is Disarm the Descent by Killswitch Engage, and this album was the first album to have Jesse Leach on vocals since 2002's Alive or Just Breathing, and both of those albums are great, and I need to get Alive or Just Breathing sometime. But yeah, Disarm the Descent though, this album is really fucking amazing, man. Kick-ass and heavy riffs, and just overall amazing song. Overall, just a lot of great songs and badass and kick-ass riffs. Amazing comeback album for Jesse Leach. Alright, so next is the other Demon Hunter album, and that is Outlive. And now, this isn't the best Demon Hunter album, but I still do like it. It's a pretty decent album. Not their best, but still a decent Demon Hunter album. Okay, next up is an album that I've been wanting to get for hell of a long time, and I finally got it, and that is God Hates Us All by Slayer. And now, this isn't my favorite Slayer album by any means, but to me, it's still a great album. And sorry about that noise, guys. I had to put the CDs on the floor because in the box, it'll mess me up, because I gotta grab them out of the box. I put all these CDs in. Okay, next up is Life Starts Now by 3 Days Grace, and I'm sorry about the lighting, guys, if y'all are having a hard time seeing the CDs. But this is Life Starts Now by 3 Days Grace, and this is another one I've been wanting to get for a long time, and I would put this in the top 3 best 3 Days Grace albums if I ever do a ranking of 3 Days Grace, because this album definitely belongs to be in the top 3 within 3 Days Grace albums, because to me, this is probably my second favorite 3 Days Grace album of all time, right behind 1X. But yeah, definitely recommend this album if y'all like rock music, because this is a really fantastic album. It really is. Well, rock or alternative metal, whatever category you want to put 3 Days Grace under, you know, just a great album overall though. Alright, so this one is Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath by Black Sabbath, and now this is the first time I ever bought an album from Black Sabbath, and I have listened to them a little bit within their albums Paranoid and I think Master of Reality, but I need to get those 2 albums when I get the chance, because they're classics, as well as this one here, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. And yeah, This album is really good. I'm glad it's the first album I ever got from the band, because Black Sabbath was one of the very first heavy metal bands of all time, or one of the very first heavy metal bands that ever came around in heavy metal, I meant to say. But yeah, that's a really great album. Okay, I finally got the debut album by Metallica called Kill 'Em All, and now this isn't my favorite Metallica album, but for a debut album, this album is pretty good. It's not as good as Ride the Lightning or And Justice for All or Master of Puppets or the Black Album, but I still do like this album because the riffs on it are really good and the songs are pretty good as well. Just a solid album for a debut album at least. Okay, so next is the self-titled Korn album, and now this album, it is definitely one of my favorite Korn albums of all time. I don't know where I would rank it if I ever do a Korn ranking. I would just have to figure out and see, but I'll probably put it in within my top 3 Korn albums, because this album is really, really good. And who hasn't heard this album? Because just a badass album overall. And I apologize, guys, about the stupid ambulances and fire trucks, because it don't matter what time of morning it is, they go by 5, 6 something in the morning. It's just fucking ridiculous. But let's go and continue on with the video. Okay, next up is Korn, Take a Look in the Mirror. And now, I've read on Wikipedia a couple times or so, and Jonathan Davis, who's the lead vocalist of Korn, said something about he thinks that this is the worst Korn album that ever did, but I very, very disagree with that, because I think Korn 3 came out in 2010. I think that's their worst album. Take a Look in the Mirror is a badass album compared to Korn 3, because Korn 3, I don't really like that album. It has good songs, but the album itself, it's not really all that good. But yeah, Take a Look in the Mirror, on the other hand, in my opinion, it is not the worst Korn album. To me, the worst Korn album is Korn 3. Alright, next up, many people would probably hate me for this and call me an emo idiot or whatever, which I'm not emo by any means, but I do like this band, and this is Stand Up and Scream by Alexandria, and to me, this is their heaviest album. I mean, their 2 albums after this were still metalcore, but this album is really badass. Like, Final Episode, Let's Change the Channel, that probably has to be my favorite Ask Alexandria song of all time, because just when he says "oh my god" and all that, and badass riffs and shit come in, you're in to be headbanging for the whole damn song, because it does me badass song. But yeah, this whole album overall is really awesome. Definitely recommend it. I know some people don't like Asking Alexandria, but I like their older stuff. Their newer stuff, no, but the older stuff, yes. Alright, next up is the band Unearth and their album The Oncoming Storm, my bad. And this is the very first album that I ever bought by Unearth, but I think Unearth is a very good metalcore band and very underrated metalcore band, and this is not a bad choice for my first Unearth album, because I did listen to it fully, and it's a great album. Definitely recommended. Alright, just a few more left, I think. Okay, let's go ahead and show this off. Alright, so I have the new Skillet album, Victorious, and now, if y'all saw my album review of this album, and I just want to say thank you guys for over 100 views for the album review, and I never think it's going to happen. But yeah, this album review, the review that I've done for the new Skillet album, Victorious, has reached over 100 views, and it did it within a day or two, and I just want to say thank you guys, because I definitely appreciate it. But yeah, this album though, if y'all seen my review, you guys would already know how I feel about this album, but other than that, I don't have anything to say for it in this video, because I already made the album review. Okay, so next up is another band that I don't have any other albums of, but this is the very first time I got an album by them, and that of course is Of Mice and Men, and it is their album Restoring Force Full Circle, because it is the deluxe edition of Restoring Force, because the original has like a blue album cover, I think, and this is the deluxe edition Restoring Force Restoring Force Full Circle. Sorry guys. And yes, it's the deluxe edition, and as y'all can see, it's got the it's the original disc right here, I believe, in this like disc 2 here. So yeah, it's got 2 discs with it. It's pretty cool. Haven't listened to it much though since I had it, probably only a few songs on it, but I will listen to it again when I get the chance. Alright, the next 2 albums are by the same band, but I'm going to go and show y'all this one first and talk about it. So, this is Iron Maiden's album, Virtual 11 Now. This album, I was listening to it the other day, and I noticed a lot of repetition within the lyrics on some of these songs, especially the one song called, I think it was The Angel and the Gambler, and man, that song was so fucking repetitive. It was reminding me of rap music, to be honest, because usually metal isn't repetitive that much when it comes to their choruses, but this album, the only thing that I didn't really like about it was some repetition within some of the songs on here. And another thing that I don't really like about this album is that Blaze Bayley is on vocals on this album, and thankfully this is the last album that he was ever on, because he was only on 2 Iron Maiden albums, The X Factor and this album Virtual 11. But yeah, this album, many people call this the worst Iron Maiden album of all time, and do I agree with that? Definitely. Okay, next up is Brand New World by Iron Maiden, and now this is the comeback album for Bruce Dickinson, and this album came out in the year 2000, and when I listened to this album the first time all the way through, I was blown away. This album is fucking fantastic, and definitely a really great comeback for Bruce Dickinson. Just overall, an amazing album. Definitely recommend it if y'all want to check out some of the 2000s stuff from Iron Maiden, because this is a really great album. Definitely recommend it. And last but not least is the new Slipknot album, We Are Not Your Kind, and man, first time heard it fully, I didn't care for it, but second time I heard it fully, I loved it. So yeah, I now love this album. It's really, really good. Not their best, I still can agree to that, but still an overall great album. And if y'all haven't saw my review yet for this album, then I definitely recommend you go and watch it, because not many people have watched it, but it is what it is. But yeah, this album overall though, it's really, really great. But yeah, other than that though, that's all my CDs that I got for this month. I just wanted to do it pretty quick, and I know it was over 10 minutes, but it could have been longer. But yeah, other than that, y'all, tell me if y'all enjoy any of these albums. But other than that, I just want to say thanks for watching. Stay heavy, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.